All right, we need to make sure this breaks through, and in a big way, because the President of the United States just deleted a video that he posted in the middle of the night that depicted former President Barack Obama and his wife as gorillas dancing in the jungle. That is what the video depicted. It is the most vile form of racism that shouldn't be welcome anywhere in the United States, especially not coming from the president, from the Oval Office. This is disrespectful and disgraceful to every single American, every single former president, and honestly, mainly the black community during Black History Month, especially the Obama family. Now, even Tim Scott and other Republicans came out saying this is so disgusting that the president needs to delete this. We saw Republican Tim Scott in the Senate say that this is the most racist thing he's seen out of this White House. We've seen Piers Morgan come out and condemn this, and most people online who have come across this have condemned this as just a vile, vile, racist post. My worry is, to be candid, my worry is that Donald Trump's posts like this don't even break through or penetrate to the average American at this point, because throughout this Friday, I'm sure we'll get some sort of Epstein bombshell, and then he'll probably bomb some country like Iran or Venezuela, therefore taking the news cycle off his insanely racist post. But we will work on this channel to make sure this breaks through and that the average American knows that the president is a racist piece of shit. The president is supposed to be a beacon of moral clarity. And it honestly makes me sad to even say that because we're so far removed from that being the reality. But the president, in an ideal reality, is supposed to be a beacon of kindness or graciousness or moral clarity or patience. But that is not what the office represents anymore. It represents bigotry, racism, xenophobia, sexism, speaking down to women reporters saying they should smile more, calling them piggy. It represents pedophilia, like brazen pedophilia, and it's not something that any American can be proud of anymore. So Tim Scott, a Republican senator, quote tweeted this video that Donald Trump posted and said, "I'm praying it was fake because it's the most racist thing I've seen out of this White House. The president should remove it." The wording of this is kind of weird because while I appreciate the sentiment, what do you mean it's the most racist thing you've seen out of this White House? He's implying there that there is a long list of racist things this White House has done, and this is just at the top of the list. Why are you only speaking out now, Tim Scott? I mean, Donald Trump has been berating and been demeaning to women reporters over the past year, mainly over the past few months after the Quiet Piggy incident, after the why don't you smile more incident with Caitlin Collins. He's been so derogatory, but you only speak out when it hits you? Paul Jacobs responded, "It's nice to see, but where was Tim Scott the thousands of other times Trump posted insanely racist things online or treated women reporters like crap? All of a sudden he's growing a spine? Or is it because Trump's approval ratings are lower than whale poop and it's essentially bringing the entire party down with him?" Piers Morgan, who is known as a Trump sycophant, someone who will defend Trump through thick and thin, even came out and said, "I sincerely hope President Trump didn't realize this 60-second clip he reposted didn't end with this vile racist imagery as depicting the Obamas as apes. He should delete it immediately." And delete it he did, but Piers Morgan still affords way too much charitability to somebody who has repeatedly proven that this is the way he plays politics. What was Trump's claim to fame back in 2011, 2012? What did he enter the political sphere talking about? It was about Obama. It was about Obama's race and his birthplace, claiming that Obama wasn't born in the United States, claiming that Obama, due to being a black president, isn't a rightful president. I mean, it was just pure racism back in 2011, 2012, and this is the extension of that. Piers Morgan is affording way too much charitability. Now, the news here, coming from Elena Treen, says, "The White House has now taken down the post. A senior White House official tells me, quote, a White House staffer erroneously made the post. It has been taken down." A senior White House official tells me, quote, "A White House staffer erroneously made the post. It has been taken down." But it was up for 12 hours. Wait, there are multiple problems with what was just said here. This post, first of all, had been up for 12 hours. Karoline Leavitt not only addressed the post, but defended the post. What Donald Trump is doing here is throwing his own press sec under the bus after she very clearly defended this post. James Tallarico came out and said, "This racist attack against our former president and first lady is immoral, shameful, and unsurprising for a man who built a career tearing us apart." Karoline Leavitt said in the hours after this, Karoline Leavitt addressed the clip in a statement to TMZ. Quote, "This is from an internet meme depicting President Trump as the king of the jungle and Democrats as characters from The Lion King. Please stop the fake outrage and report on something today that actually matters to the American people." Well, Karoline, this actually matters to the American people. This is maybe the 90th time you have lied to our eyes over the past few months about things that we can verifiably see. There was no Lion King meme during this. In fact, there aren't even gorillas in the Lion King movie, as somebody pointed out. This is a straight up, unadulterated, vile, racist attack against Obama and the First Lady with no defense whatsoever, and that is why they deleted it. The post is now not found. It says the resource could not be found and the Truth Social link is dead, indicating that the White House or Donald Trump removed the post that was made. So that raises a few questions. Why did Karoline Leavitt instinctively come out and defend this post if we know that it was wrong? If you guys know that it was wrong and you deleted it. Secondly, why is Tim Scott out there saying this is the most racist thing he's seen out of this White House, implying that there is a longer list of racist things he's aware about? I'm sure he is aware of the long list, he just doesn't really talk about it much. The interesting part is, if I had to guess, the reason why Tim Scott spoke out in this scenario in particular is because I guarantee he has been the subject of the same exact attack from certain Republicans in his replies. I am sure Tim Scott has been attacked in a racist manner from Republicans, maybe in his district or across the country, who depict him in a similar manner. But the problem is, you can't just stop bigotry when it hits you and be okay with it when it's against everybody else. The same thing happens with Vivek Ramaswamy. He's okay with bigotry of all sorts against trans people, against gay people. He's okay with bigotry against black people, against other people. But right when it's anti-Indian American hatred, he all of a sudden goes, wait, I didn't know that we were hateful towards Indians here. Hey, how about we just shouldn't be hateful towards anybody? How about you stop bigotry at the door before you allow it to grow within your movement? Something that I found very, very funny is that Terrence Williams, a Republican who's a black man, posted something and actually began to defend this as fake news. He posted earlier this morning, "Fake news alert, Trump didn't post this monkey video of the Obamas. Lying Democrats. It's not on his page. Fake screenshot." So he tried to defend it last night as fake news, but he got fact-checked. It says, this image is at this 59-second mark of this video that Trump posted on his own page. So then the next day, Terrence Williams, the same guy, comes out and says, "It's not racist. I stand with Trump. As a black man, I'm not offended by this at all. It's a hilarious video of white and black Democrats." That's not what the video shows. It is only targeting the Obamas. And Micah Irfan points out, first they say it didn't happen, then they say it did actually happen and it's funny if it happened. Every single time they do this, they claim the president's joking, he doesn't mean it, but then when he's actually serious, they claim it's a good thing that he's serious. It's kind of like what happened with Canada. Trump talked about invading Canada for months and months, and Republicans all said that he was joking and bluffing, but when he actually got serious about it, they began to backwards rationalize his attempt to invade Canada and say that that's okay. So we are going to continue to push back against this administration. The one thing I agree with Karoline Leavitt on is when she says, "I wish that the press could report on something that actually matters to the American public." Like, this does matter because the President of the United States spreading hatred matters to every American. But I do wish we could spend this day talking about actual important issues like the wealth disparity in America, the tax code screwing over average Americans while helping billionaires, healthcare, which really is a mess in America. There's so many issues to address, and Trump wants to distract with this BS, vile racism. But we're going to touch on all of it. I'll see you on the next video, and peace out.